Welcome to my Vegas vlog part 2. If you haven't watched my previous vlog, you can go and check that out, where I was in Vegas over New Year's Eve, and I've just decided to split it into two because it makes sense. Now it's the new year, so happy new year. Welcome to 2025. Since I last saw you, I didn't actually physically vlog anything yesterday, but I had a really nice day. I changed hotels, so I went from New York, and I am now staying in Park MGM for the rest of the stay. Yesterday, when I checked in, I couldn't get into a room. It was too early and it was so busy, obviously, because it was New Year's Eve. So I went to Crack Shack, which is just at the front of MGM, and had an amazing chicken sandwich. And then in the evening I went to Best Friend, which is also in Park MGM, and it's Korean barbecue, and that was really nice. And then this morning I was all ready to do my nice vlog and get going, and had a nice plan for the morning. And then I went into the bathroom. I had a leak coming from the roof, and it just got worse and worse. So I have switched rooms, and I have to say, like, although it's annoying having a leak, the Park MGM dealt with it really well. So they've given me a new room, which is exactly the same as the old room, apart from everything here is red, and in my old room it was green. So it's exactly the same. And I do a quick room tour actually, because before I make a mess, because I just sat. So I basically flung everything in my cases really quick, and then switched rooms. Gave me some resort credit as well for the inconvenience. And tonight I'm actually going to New York, which is where I've just come from, or came from, to watch Mad Apple, which is a Cirque du Soleil show. So I'm quite looking forward to that. I saw Love quite a long time ago, probably, what if it was the very first time that I came to Vegas, so like 2010, which was at the Mirage, which has now sadly gone. I really enjoyed Love. And then I've been to some conferences over at MGM Grand, where they sometimes had some Cirque performers, so I have seen it. So this one I think includes like comedy and other bits. But anyway, I'll tell you what it's like once I've been. I thought I'd give you a quick room tour while it's nice and tidy. So this is the bathroom, which is quite nice, in the shower. Like I say, in the over bathroom it was a dark green tile, so they obviously have different colours, but it's nice enough. It's a nice big room. This is just the basic room, starter price room. So you've got a nice big bed, some side tables, nice sofa, which is where I was sat. I brought my wine with me, and I've got a view kind of the strip if you ignore the roof. And then I didn't show. So then this door is a bit weird, but it like closes the bathroom and opens the cupboard, and there's some storage and drawers. Time to unpack, and I will speak to you soon. I'm all ready for the night now. I had a great afternoon. I decided to go to the Aria, and that actually didn't quite work out. There's a pizza place there that last time I was here I went for a really nice lunch, and it was like a special where you get like a small pizza and a salad, but then they weren't open. So maybe, I don't know if it's like different times a bit at the time of year. I ended up going to the food court and had a burger and fries, and it was actually really nice, like probably the fanciest food court around, but it was lovely. And then I played on some slots. So there's a new bar just before you get to Cosmopolitan, Jason Aldean, and I went in there for a couple of drinks, where they had sort of live country music, and it was really cool. It's very similar to All Red, which is on the other side a little bit further down, and it's on a few floors. Downstairs was food only, I think, and then I went up to the first floor where it was just drinks, and had two different bands on, and an outside seating area. So it was really cool. I bet it's really good on a night. Like, I can imagine it gets fun, because it was quite fun even in the afternoon. And then I went to the Cosmopolitan, which is one of my favourite hotels to stay at. I once managed to stay in one of the rooms with the balcony over the fountains, and I don't think anything could ever beat that. but they have their Christmas ice rink and Christmas tree and stuff still on the rooftop. So it's at the Boulevard pool, which is normally like a rooftop pool, so I guess the ice rink's over the pool, and then there's places to drink and sit in. Again, a really nice view of the strip. And then I was just not quite sure what to do, so I just walked back to the room and chilled out for a little bit, and then I've got ready and now I'm gonna go out for the night. So I'm going to Mad Apple, which is at New York, and I will fill you in afterwards to what I think of it. Morning. I had a brilliant night last night. I went down to Italy, which is in Park MGM, and had pasta and wine and sat at the bar, felt very sophisticated, and it was lovely. And then I went to Mad Apple. It was really good, I enjoyed it. It's a bit like more of a variety show rather than like a story. They had like comedian, magician, obviously amazing Cirque du Soleil, performances, dancing, music, had it all. And I got what they call the bar stool seats, which were sort of on the balcony up above. Really great view. I loved it, it was really good. And I am just going very casual this morning. I'm gonna go to the Bellagio. I think I'll get the tram, because you can get the tram from here to the Bellagio. When I stayed at Bellagio in the summer, I really liked a smoothie place that was right by it, so I'm going to get myself a smoothie for old time's sake. I used to like taking it down to the pool in the morning as like a bit of a breakfast. And tonight I am going down to Resorts World, which is a hotel I've never been to. I am going to see Janet Jackson, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm just on the escalator going up to the tram. I think this is the first time I've actually been out of the hotel early. It's definitely a bit cooler, and it was cold last night when I walked between the hotels, so whether the temperatures just dropped a bit, or it's just because it's early morning, it's also a little bit cloudier. Walking into the Bellagio, and just here is where the lifts were for my room last time, and then the pool is over there. Another night, and it's my sparkly jacket again because I'm off to see Janet Jackson down at Resorts World. So I'm going to jump in an Uber and check that hotel out because it's quite a fair few hours early. It's only 5 o'clock. Since this morning I've had a good day. I went down to the Bellagio, saw the conservatory, and just did a little bit of slot play and did really quite well. So I won some money, so that was good. I walked back up and then I was pretty hungry, so I went back into Jason Aldean's where I went yesterday. So I had like mac and cheese, and it was really good. It was very busy though. I had a different band on to last time, and I just came back, got some waters and bits for the room, and I just chilled out for an hour or two. I did just a little bit of work, checked up on stuff on the laptop, and then just got myself ready. Wow, last night was amazing. I got a taxi down to Resort World, which I've never been before, and it's actually a really nice hotel. Obviously it's quite new still. It was a lot quieter like when I got there compared to like the ones on this end of the strip. I wouldn't necessarily want to stay there unless I stayed for like a night or two and just had that experience and then moved, because it's a bit too far down the other end for me. But really lovely hotel. I went to found a bar that I'd done a little bit of research, and I had like a charcuterie board, and it was really nice, really huge, and some wine, and it was very sophisticated. And then I went to see Janet Jackson. She was amazing. She was, I don't know, just incredible. She did I think I was reading an article about it afterwards where she did like 42 songs. She was on for 2 hours, which is longer than I thought. I thought it was 90 minutes, so got an extra half an hour longer than I expected. And yeah, she was just really good. She did all the hits. It was such a good time. And then afterwards I just thought it might be a little bit busy getting a taxi, so there was a bar called Gatsby, and I had a really nice Aperol Spritz in there. And then I got a taxi back up to Park MGM. This morning I've had a bit more of a lazy morning, and it's a little bit later. It's like 10:30, which isn't that lazy for Vegas, and like you can do what you want, can't you? So I am just gonna, today, I don't have any plans through the day. I've got Bavette's booked in Park MGM tonight, which is a steakhouse that I'm really looking forward to. Apart from that, who knows what I'll do. So I am just going out with a open mind and it looks like a really nice blue sky sunny day, so I probably should get some sunshine because I have been inside a lot on this trip. That is the one difference between it being when it's summer and you can go to the pool, you do get that vitamin D. I'll often get up really early and go like as soon as the pool opens, before it gets too hot, and then like by lunch I've had enough. I've had a couple of mimosas at the Bellagio while I did a little bit of slot play, and now I thought I should get outside, get a bit of vitamin D and sunshine, just have a wander up and down the strip. So I'm just outside Caesar's Palace and I'm going to try and find somewhere to get some food and then keep walking. I have come down to the Venetian / Palazzo, and I've got a table at the Mexican here, which some I've been before and I love. I've got bottomless mimosas, which could be dangerous, and I also have the perfect view. Good morning. It's another fabulous day in Las Vegas. Yesterday was such a good day. I ended up walking all the way down to the Venetian / Palazzo, one of my favourite hotels that I've been fortunate to stay in a few times. And again, it's one of those where when you stayed you just feel that bit more familiarity, although I often have got lost even when I've been staying there. But I didn't get lost, and I went to the Mexican restaurant in there, and I got like the best seat, which was right by the canal, and it was almost by one of the turning points, so you got the gondolas coming up and going round, you could hear them singing and just watching. It was just a nice place for people watching, kind of out the way as well, so really nice spot. And I ended up doing like bottomless mimosas because I can't remember what it was, about $28. And I thought, well, by the time I've bought maybe a couple of drinks, it would be probably getting up to that point anyway. And I'd already had a couple of mimosas at the in the Bellagio, so I was just on a roll. And yeah, it was just really enjoyable, and the guy just kept on coming, and I had a great time. And then what came back up, I actually got on the monorail. So there's a monorail at the other side of the strip that comes from the MGM Grand and then goes right the way down, like you get to the convention centre. So I went in the back of, I can't remember which hotel, Haraz was it? One of them anyway. But I forgot how far, because you get to the back of the hotel and then you've still got to get to the monorail. And I must admit, when I was nearly there, I thought I probably could be halfway up the strip by now, so I'm not sure it saved that much time and walking. But yeah, then I came out at the MGM Grand and I went to Tom's Watch Bar next door at New York. There was like a bit of a Chargers event gathering that for the NFL team, the Chargers. I'm going to a game today, so yeah, it was like a bit of a fan meet-up thing. And I came back to the room, got changed, ended up in a bit of a rush and went down to Bavette's, which is down in Park MGM Steakhouse. It was the most incredible meal. I absolutely loved it. It was so good. I put on my story, it was like one of the best meals of my life, and I'm pretty sure it was. It was like heaven. But the steak, literally, it was like, it cut so easy and it just tasted amazing. Like, I'll just go on about it forever. So yeah, I would love to go back. The only one thing I would say is it was very dark and I struggled to see the menu, even though I had my contacts in. I was like, and I knew kind of what I wanted, but the glass of wine that I was going to order wasn't then on the menu. The one I looked at must have been a bit outdated, but I did get a glass of like rosé cremant, which was, well, I got 2 glasses actually. It was delish. And afterwards I went next door to like a cocktail bar, which are also in the hotel, and I ended up having a couple of Cosmos because I'd just been fancying a Cosmo, and they were really good. Probably quite strong on top of everything else I've been drinking. Enough rambling, because I have got breakfast reservation downstairs at Primrose, which I'm looking forward to, and then I'm going to meander down to the stadium for the NFL. So it's the Chargers are playing the Raiders. Raiders are based here in Vegas now, and yeah, that was one of the main reasons for, well, it was like it cemented the reason for booking the trip, because I wanted to come for New Year, but then the Chargers were playing and I was like, yes, I'm going to do that. So I am going to go do that now and head out, and I haven't got anything else planned then for after the game. It is my last full day in Vegas, which I'm absolutely gutted about. I would love to have had a few more days, even though I've been here a while and done a lot. I think that's why though, because I've like really booked it up, so it'd be nice to have a couple of days with not being so booked up. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I don't want to miss my reservation, so I'll speak to you later on. Bye. Good morning. So yesterday was amazing. When I last spoke to you, I was heading out to watch the NFL, which I did. The Chargers won, which made it even better, but it was so good. It's like one of the state best. God, I've only just woke up, my hair's a mess. It's one of the best, easiest to get to stadiums that I've ever been to. You literally just walk, well, you could get the tram actually, but I walked from New York, Excalibur, through Luxor, Mandalay Bay, and basically just as you got in Mandalay Bay, you swung round. It was all really well signposted. Once you got to Luxor, it was all signposted, and then you came out of Mandalay Bay on like a road that's all shut for when there's something on, sort of over a bridge kind of thing. So you walk on the road and it's literally just there. So the stadium itself is really cool. It's not been built that long, so it's nice. And then I had amazing seats. It was in this sort of like, you went in a different area, kind of like, it reminded me of Club Wembley. So I had to get like another stamp and for my hand, and then it had like some bars and food places, and then the seats were really comfortable, like padded, and I just had an amazing view. I was on the home side, not the home side, the away side, so the Chargers, so they were all just there in front of me. So yeah, it was amazing, and it was a great atmosphere. Then came back here and just went for some food down. I went back to the bar actually where I ate earlier in the week in Italy. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I couldn't be bothered like trekking out, and I probably not spent that much time just in the hotel downstairs. I just played some slots and I did quite well. Well, I did well and then not so well. But yeah, and got quite a lot of vodka Diet Cokes. It was quiet, so it was a really nice time, and it having no smoke. A Sunday, I suppose, is probably one of the quieter days. I think there's a big conference about to start maybe in the next day or two, and that's why I'm actually going home today. I wanted to originally go home tomorrow, but the hotel prices shot up. It's the last few hours in Vegas. I don't fly till 9, so I was fortunate. Before I came to bed, I asked if I could get a late checkout, so I got an extra hour complimentary, so that's nice. And I just really tried hard I woke up quite early, and I just tried hard to sort of doze back to sleep, knowing it's going to be a long day and a flight and everything. But then I guess I'll check out, get some lunch, and just have I don't know, do whatever, nothing major. Anyway, that's the end of the vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really sad to be leaving Vegas. It is definitely one of my favourite places to come, and really nice as a solo travel place. place. Like, I read an article and it said it's one of the best places. I think because there's so much happening, there's so many places for food and drink. You can like gamble, as in like that's just something to pass the time. You don't have to, obviously, but you know what I mean. There's like lots of things you can always be doing. There's shows. It's just a really nice place to come. So I'm already thinking, when can I come back? So I've been for 3 hotels. In the previous vlog, I stayed at MGM Grand, which I'm looking at, New York, which I can practically see, and then here. For all of them, I just did the cheapest room. The MGM Grand one was comped, so that was, the cheap room was comped. Then the other 2 I just paid because it was New Year's Eve. New York was the cheapest for New Year of all the hotels that I wanted, you know, that I was happy to stay at. I moved here. I think then this one became a better price, so I just did it on price. And I think when you're traveling on your own, you can pack up. It's better, I think, if you can stay in one hotel, but sometimes if it makes the trip more doable, then that's what you can do. I think Park MGM is one of the best hotels. I mean, New York I liked as well, but for the basic room, I would say Park MGM and New York are probably was better than MGM Grand. From storage, from size. The MGM Grand was nice, I'm not saying that, but I wouldn't want to stay there for a prolonged period. It was a bit smaller and not much storage. But MGM Grand has an amazing pool. That is, if you come in pool season, that is one of the best. New York, from what I remember, it wasn't a great pool. I don't think they've done it up, and I haven't seen the pool here, but it looks nice. I've not been to it, I've not used it, but I've walked past and it does look nice. So, you know, it depends what you're looking for, but those were my thoughts on the different rooms and different hotels. And I think MGM Park, because you've got the tram, you can easily scooch into Aria, you can easily get then to Cosmopolitan, Bellagio. It's just and you can easily get into New York. I think New York has some good eating places, especially for like the cheap eats. It's got nice restaurants in Park MGM, so yeah, overall it's been a great experience. So I will end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I don't know when or if there'll be more travel vlogs, but I also like to talk about business and mindset and just having a fun life and doing great fun things such as traveling to Vegas. So thank you and goodbye. Bye.